Now it's just hell. It's hell.
When you look back at your early days riding, did you ever imagine that hard enduro will grow into the sport that it is today?
My early days riding, there was no hard enduro. I've seen the sport from the very beginning. Yeah, the size of the sport, the number of riders, the bikes developing, crazy.
When people come up to you and say they started riding because of you, how does that feel?
Yeah, it's just cool to think that I've been part of growing the sport. People just love the sport. You know, they say it's changed their life just taking up the sport because they meet, you know, all the people are nice and they see different places in the world, and so it's pretty cool.
If you could quietly pass on one mindset or approach to the next generation of riders, what would it be?
Everybody has negative thoughts, but you got to be positive, believe you can do it, and work hard.
Or what inspired you to start the Jarvis Signature Tours?
Well, firstly in Spain, just sunshine, good riding, and I want to give people the opportunity to come here, ride whatever level they're at, learn some new skills.
Can beginners or mid-level riders also benefit from the Jarvis experience?
We cater for the higher level, professionals almost, but also beginners, amateurs, whatever level you're at. You can have a good experience.
You're competing at the highest level. How do you translate that into guiding and into teaching?
Obviously some things I just do naturally, but you know, take it back to basics, get the controls, the fundamentals, using suspension, and then progress from there, get the good steady progression.
Your clients that are booking your tours, can you give them advices like about their riding level? For example, what class should they race?
Yeah, you know, some people come here, they're going to do the Romaniacs. Some come thinking they're bronze. I tell them they've got to drop down a class. You know, they don't know the level, that's the thing. Quite often it's the fitness as well. They can see them getting tired as they look. It's going to be a long days in Romania. So we go out, we do some long days here. Teach them the skills to save energy as well is the key.
What does Red Bull Romaniacs mean to you personally?
Just a lot of memories. Obviously 2008 was the first year. I've seen the event grow and a lot of memories, good and bad, but you know, it's helped me make a name in Enduro. It was one of the first races I won, so a lot to be grateful for.
You have 7 titles at Red Bull Romaniacs. How does this feel like, to know that you're the only one who has the most titles at Red Bull Romaniacs?
I just think it could have been 9 or 10.
I guess you're looking forward to 9 or 10 in this
It
case,
could still be 9 or 10.
Okay.
Be positive.
Do you remember your first Romaniacs experience?
Yeah, I just jumped in the van, drove from England with my friends. Didn't really know how big the race was. I was just a race in Romania and then, yeah, won it.
What makes you coming back?
The biggest race of the year, Erzberg Romaniacs, so it's just, now it's an achievement for me to get to the finish, so still enjoy the terrain, you know, just riding. If I'm on the podium it's good, but it gets more difficult for sure.
If you would sum up Red Bull Romaniacs in one word, what would that word be?
I can't think of stuff like that.
Well, honestly, I think you thought about the word because you started laughing. Crazy, mad, madness.
Now it's just hell. It's hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, Graham Jarvis just defined Red Bull Romaniacs.
10 years ago it was fun, now it's hell.
Why do you think riders from all over the world are drawn to this race year after year?
It's the best riding in the world, basically. You know, the flowing trails, the difficult stuff, just the country. You know, it's just, I see why people travel so far, for the experience.
And what's your message to the next generation of riders who look up to you and dream of racing at Red Bull Romaniacs like you do?
Just go out there and enjoy it, and work hard.
Thank
Good
you,
work,
Graham.
Tofu.
Thank you, Tofu.